Welcome back to another episode, guys. Today, you can see behind me, I got this lake. I'm actually on vacation with my wife, and I know some of you are probably saying, go enjoy your vacation, stop shooting content. But being a content creator is something that we do whether we're on vacation or not. It's something I enjoy, so why wouldn't I do it? And when you have a beautiful view behind you, and I've gotten a chance to sit in nature a lot, and that's something I really enjoy doing, why not come on here, bust out the camera, talk to you about a topic that has been something I've been thinking a lot about. And it really was spawned off of a comment that was left to us on TikTok. So it's something I'm going to share with you. If it's your first time here, we appreciate you guys being here. It means the world to us. We put a lot of work into this channel, and we do all this for you at the end of the day. If you also are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, man. We do put out a lot of content talking about a great deal of different things, and it's a sliding scale of things we discuss, but everything blue collar. A lot of specifics into our business, which is boilers, heat and hot water issues, things like that. But we also talk about blue collar as a whole. While you're also at it, smash the like button, man. Helps the algorithm push these videos up. We put a lot of time and effort into these, and we really want to get some more eyeballs on it. So with that being said, today's topic is I really wanted to discuss, you guys have heard me talk about specific things when it comes to management companies and how to help your customers, right? Because customers are kind of a wide range topic. For me, customers are really building owners and building managers. That's typically my avatar. That's usually who my customer base is. So I usually speak from that perspective. With that being said, we're in a weird time now in the financial world, and from a dollars and cents perspective, it's always important as a business owner not to discount how important those dollars and cents conversations are. And so as a business owner who provides a service, I have to be super mindful of different ways and options I can give my clients to save them money. Now, you heard me say that somebody left me a comment on our TikTok page, and I'll kind of tell you what that's about. Some of you might know, some of you might not. In these buildings, we have something called mixing valves. The long and the short of it is, a mixing valve is essentially has three ports. It has a cold in, a hot in. So the cold water from the street, the hot being produced by the boiler, and then it has a mixing mechanism. I'm not going to get into how it operates in this video, but basically I'm adjusting and setting the temperatures so that when you open up your faucet in your apartment, you're getting a safe temperature, because the city of New York requires anywhere from 120 to 130. So anywhere less than 120 is a violation. Any more than 130 is a violation. So I have to stay inside that 120 to 130 range. Now, with that being said, there's parts inside, and you guys have seen me do videos on here, more on the shorts really than the long forms, where I show the internals of the valve, and essentially it's a big piston on some of them. On the specific one that this guy was commenting on, has a piston inside, and then an element that goes in the middle, and that element operates by expansion and contraction of an alcohol base that's inside. As it heats and cools, it moves up and down, and that piston drives up and down, allowing a more or less cold and hot water to mix. And we do have failures of these valves. And there's a reason why I'm bringing this up. But we have failures on these valves where the pistons get jammed and, elements burn out and things like that. And typically the biggest problem we see is the fluctuation over time, and then realizing that the water itself that's coming into the building is really not going through any sort of like filtration system. So the hardness of the water and the different elements that play into each individual building, there's pitting that goes on inside the valve, and now the piston that drives up and down can't drive anymore. Make a long story short, the valve fails. But the thing that's nice about those valves is they're fairly bulletproof, meaning I can take them apart almost for years. It's almost unheard of for the valve to actually go bad. We have changed valves over the years, but it's not typical. What is typical is to take them apart and clean with a special brush that they make the ports inside. So this way, and then also cleaning the piston itself. So when you put the piston back in to the valve, it slides up down. Sorry, there's like flies and all types of shit over here, so just being mindful I don't get bit. With that being said, the guy said, well, you're supposed to maintenance them every, 2 to 3 years, and that's not something we typically do because, in the world of trying to save people money, we weren't really selling it as a service, but it had me thinking about the greater picture. You see, as a company and as somebody who has to look out for my clients, we're already offering preventative maintenance and things. And that's another thing I wanted to discuss on this video is different ways that you can help your customers save in the long run, right? Because if that valve fails every 2 years, let's say, or even every single year, and I'm not servicing it, would it be better for them to pay a small service to take it apart, flush it, put everything back the way it was, and make sure it's operating properly each year annually? Maybe when I'm going to do my annual tune-ups or preventative maintenance, whatever you want to call it, is that something that I could add in, throw a value on top of it? Probably, because to change the elements and to really service them, parts are getting expensive. So I started weighing out after that comment was made, like the pros and the cons of things like that. And then there are other things inside the boiler rooms and the systems that probably could get the same treatment, especially during the off season. Again, a lot of things are a hard sell these days because the guys really want to pay bare minimum, but I think it's our job to present these things in a way, and it's kind of twofold, right? Like, let's not be naive to the fact that I'm a business and I'm in business to make money, but it's not selfish money. It's things that need to be done, and these are services that I could easily offer that I think would give them an even better experience, and in the long run, just like preventative maintenance does, saves money on their annuals. So things of that nature are super important. It's something I think about a lot because the business, at least in my business in New York City, is not going really in the way of selling a lot of new equipment and the way things kind of used to be. Those days are kind of like, I wouldn't say they're over, but the pendulum always swings. And right now, because of the inflation and some of the other things that we're seeing in the country, right now everybody's tightening up. They're not loosening, especially in New York City. Everything's already expensive, and the city kills these guys left and right. So it's my job, in my opinion, to focus on things that can help my managers have an easier time, or even if there's an initial money spent up front, that overall their experience is a tremendous one, and that I'm saving them money because that helps our business, and then word of mouth travels, right? So now that's on the business side, but it's also our experience that when we step out and help these customers, and a lot of times I'm very upfront with them about what I think they should do. Do they always listen, or do they always follow through? No, and that's okay. You have to be understanding that not everybody's going to go for whatever it is that you're selling. And again, the thing is, what's really hard is we live in a world too where there's not a lot of trustworthy people. So when I'm trying to sell something, when in reality I really am looking out for their best interests, and obviously at the end of the day, like I said, as a business, I'm looking to make money in different ways. But the beautiful thing about my business is that I can make money, sell jobs, but also simultaneously be helping the customer because it's the right thing to do. I don't do things half-ass backwards, and I have too much of a conscience to be selling shit they don't need just to make them feel like they need it. So I really am super conscious of like, okay, I'm selling this thing, but it's not because I'm trying to take you to the cleaners. No, on the contrary, I'm trying to get you to a point where you don't have to continuously spend the money on this thing annually that's costing, anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000. In reality, you spend $500 up front every year, and if you add that up over time, you do the math, okay? So again, this video is really just about, I want you guys inside of your own businesses, or whatever it is, if you're a business owner, and I imagine most of the people watching us are probably involved more in the blue-collar world. Doesn't matter what you do. The same thing can be said for any business you have. So whether you're in construction or electrical or in straight plumbing, whatever, like there's always things that you can be doing to upsell your client, but that also puts them in a proper position to succeed and save money overall. So it's just something I really want to hammer home because it's really important. We're in the age now of, as much as I'm like create content and I love talking to you guys and talking about different topics, we're in the age of saving. And our clients want to save money, homeowners want to save money, landlords want to save money, managers want to save money, everybody wants to save money. So it's our responsibility to learn where those avenues are and how we can help them. That's going to do it, though, for this episode. Again, like usual, man, I really appreciate you guys being here. If you have a comment or if you have a thought, if you're in the same business as me and you have some other ideas, please, man, drop a comment. For any of you guys who have dropped comments before, you know I answer every comment. I don't leave any just left alone. Like, this is open for debate. I want to have these discussions with you. I always just speak from my heart and just giving you guys my personal experiences and hoping that it helps you in your journey of entrepreneurship or intrapreneurship or whatever it is that you're doing in the blue collar world. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, smash the like button. It's greatly appreciated. We really do appreciate you guys. I hope you have an amazing day. Keep at it. Keep killing it. Peace.